In this course, I'm going to show you how to make an assignment with different deadlines for different sections. This is going to be really crucial for your lab sections so that everything shows up on your students' calendars in the right way. Before you do this, it's important that you merge your lab sections into one course first, otherwise you won't even have a choice to add different deadlines for different sections. And it will be important to copy any course, whether it's a past course or a master course, into this first so that you don't, there may already be assignments there that you can then just modify. So I am in my Chem 162 course right now, and I'm going to select assignments. And the first thing that I am going to do is add an assignment group right here. There may already be an assignment group for labs, for example. There may not be, depending on what you've copied over. But I am actually starting somewhat from scratch right now. I've just copied the master course over to my course. And so I have to build all of the assignment categories into this. At some point, perhaps the master course will have more of this assignment structure in it. So I'm going to call my group Labs. Okay, I'm also going to make another group for pre-labs. And the reason that this is important is because we are going to drop both the lowest score both for the pre-lab and the lab, and those are going to be separate drops. So they need to be in separate groups. So now I'm in my lab. I can go choose my lab assignment group, and I'm going to add an assignment to labs. So this is Chem 162, and I'm going to add the first lab, which is called iron determination. Okay. Now, this is going to be due on different dates for the different lab groups, so I want to select more options because that's going to give me the capability of setting those different due dates. So the points, I believe, for this are 10. Again, it may be the case that that assignment already gets into your course from a copy. I'm kind of starting from scratch. But in any case, even if it's already there, you're going to need to do this step where you delete, assign to everyone, and you're going to have to select your sections that have the same due date. So for my course, I have 4 lab sections, but actually 2 separate due dates because my labs are parallel to each other in 210 and 220. So I'm going to select the 2 sections, and it's important that you know your CRNs, that have Tuesday 2 to 4:50 lab, okay? And I'm going to select the due date of 4:50 on that first lab day. So their first lab day is going to be Tuesday, October 2nd. And that lab, that post lab, is going to be due for them at 4:50 p.m. Okay? So that's 2 of my lab sections. I am now going to add my other 2, which is this one and this one. Those people have lab from Thursday, on Thursday from 11 to 1:50. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to choose that Thursday of our first lab, October 4th. And you'll notice it defaults to 11:59, so I like to make all of my non-lab assignments, whenever possible, due at 11:59. That just gets rid of a lot of clicking that I would have to do. So on my calendar, I'm actually going to, for labs, this has to change though. I'm going to have to change this to 1:50 p.m. And the value in this is it comes up in the students' calendars. And so the student will only see the lab section that they're enrolled in. And then it's alongside all their other assignments. So I'm going to go ahead and save and publish this. It's not until I actually publish it that they'll see it in their calendars. So there's my deadlines right there. I'm going to go back to assignments, and now I'm going to add pre-labs. It's also going to be important to add the deadlines for your pre-labs. So for this iron determination pre-lab, it's an assignment. Again, this might already be there depending on whether you copy a course and what the course has in it. But if it's not, add it. And then we're going to go to more options because we have 2 different deadlines for the iron determination pre-lab as well. These pre-labs should all be worth 5 points. Again, you may or may not have to add that. And I'm going to choose my Tuesday sections, and those students, because they have lab on Tuesday, will have their pre-lab due on the Monday that precedes that first lab. That happens to be October 1st. And again, so this time this is done outside of class, and so we've decided to make all of our deadlines 11:59 unless they have to be something else, and so that'll just streamline everything. And there you go. To save this, oops, I forgot to do my other section. Let's do that. So I'm going to add, and so it's good that it comes up with that little notice. Alrighty, and then so this is my Thursday lab section, and so their pre-lab would be due on that Wednesday, October 3rd, again at 11:59 p.m. Let's save that. And I actually forgot to put save and publish, but that's okay. I'll go into assignments, and I am going to go ahead and publish that. Okay, so I have something else for iron determination pre-lab here. That's just a quiz that I was fooling around with. I'm going to try to merge that in with the assignment on Smart Work eventually. But this is how you make an assignment, and that's how you add the variable due dates.